Hey you, it's Evie. Alright, I'm going to try really hard to speak up more so you guys can hear me better until I get a new microphone. So, if any of you know of a good microphone that I could probably clip on here, I know some of you have mentioned, I think it's called the Snowball. I don't know. I'd love that, but when I'm kind of up and about in odd places, I have no... To be able to hook it up to the phone would be helpful, and to be able to have it on my shirt, that would be great. So I'm finally going to do a video on amitriptyline. I always want to say that, amitriptyline. Here it is. So if you want to watch it, stay tuned. Got these stink beetle things. They're kind of like ladybugs, but they pinch. Well, they bite, but it feels like a pinch. I wanted to tell you guys, after you watched my last video, as I'm recording this right now, today is day 4 since quit smoking. It's been hard, for sure. Nate's really doing so much better than I am. But we're doing it. We're not going back. Anyways, we're going to get in this video about taking amitriptyline. Yes, I have taken it myself. I know some people want to lose stuff when I share medicine I haven't taken, but I share because I have so many of you that want to know and you're asking. So I'm going to do what I can to help. That's why I'm here. It's pronounced amitriptyline. Amitriptyline. See? It is a tricyclic, I hope I'm saying that, antidepressant. So it has to do with the unbalanced chemicals in your brain. It's often prescribed for someone with depression. The reason why those with fibromyalgia can find some relief in it is because those with fibro, we lack serotonin and endorphins in our brain. And, okay, you know how, if you can remember this, doing a really good hard workout, when you felt well enough to do it, do a really good hard workout, or like when you're doing some kind of physical activity, it just feels good and you have a hard time stopping, which that can be a problem because then you run into overdoing it. But that's because your brain's releasing the happy chemicals in your brain. Those with fibro lack that. When you lack that, then you don't get that feel-good feeling. Serotonin, these things they play a big part in your overall, in your well-being, not just feeling-wise, but you need them for your body too. So when you're lacking that, it can become a problem, along with fatigue, not getting asleep. You guys know the drill. Now, just like the other medications I've shared, gabapentin, Lyrica, I found with amitriptyline that it goes both ways too. Some have really good reactions to it, and they swear that it's helped them the most out of anything else. Other people say it's the devil's drug, don't go near it. But that's the thing, everyone is so different, and I think it's so important that you at least are aware of certain side effects, and then you kind of know. Now, quickly, with my experience with it, I didn't notice much of a change. The only thing it did help me with, I noticed, was my legs. My legs would always wake me up in the middle of the night, just hurting. And it was really bad, or they would start spasming. When they start spasming, they would wake me up. It was just another thing that just kept going, and that did help a lot. But the reason why I myself had to get off of it was because once I finally did get that hard sleep, and with amitriptyline, it would actually be hard to wake up. And at the time, I had to get up at 2:30 in the morning. Nate had a long drive to go to work. Thankfully, he's not at that job anymore. But that's why I stopped taking it. And I want to try to stay away from it now. But, you know, that's me. Alright, Sabrina says, one of the worst prescriptions out. Medical marijuana works best for my fibro. And, you know, that is awesome, Sabrina. That is awesome. But, unfortunately, like, there's still half other states that it's still illegal. Wisconsin being one of them. So not everyone has that option, which I think everyone should have a choice. Karen says, I won't take prescription meds, only natural remedies for me. Most prescription drugs are not good long-term for our bodies and can be very addictive. That is so true. The problem we have is that quite a few people, like myself, have gone the natural route and have done so many different things naturally. And it's not enough. And that's hard. And it's so hard. It took everything I had to go to the doctor and say, I can't do this on my own. there's only so much pain a human being can deal with. And what your pain is, if you're able to control that with just natural, kudos to you. That is awesome. I wish everyone could be that way, but it's not that way. It's just not. I feel it's great if you can put some natural ways into it at least. That's awesome. Andrea says, for me, amitriptyline is like gold. It saved me when I thought I was going to have to go on welfare because of fatigue and pain. This was in my early 20s. I'm now 52. It put me back in the working world for decades. Well, I have had to increase my dose over time, but I know I could not survive without it. I was so sleep deprived before, I found it magic. I was later diagnosed with MS. And most recently, I have some form of inflammatory arthritis tending towards rheumatoid arthritis or another arthritis. It's unfortunate to hear that has not helped others. Thank God it's inexpensive. Well, for sharing that in the Facebook group, I did tell them that I would share in a video. And I won't go through them all because there's like over 40 comments on there. There's really good and there's bad. So just got to remember everybody is so different. This amitriptyline is actually been around since like the 60s. It's one of the oldest antidepressants and one of the most common. It says do not use amitriptyline if you've used the MAO inhibitor in the past 14 days or if you've recently had a heart attack. Before taking, tell your doctor if you've used any SSRI antidepressants in the past 5 weeks. Prozac, Zerefin, Zoloft, Paxil. Oh, I remember taking Zoloft. That was horrible. Let your doctor know if you've got any bipolar disorder, any kind of psychosis or mental illness, liver disease, heart disease, history of heart attack, stroke, or seizures. This medicine could cause seizures. Glaucoma or problems with urinating. Like the side effects can get pretty nasty, so that's why they'll start you out a really low dose and slowly go up. You don't want a doctor to throw you on a higher dose, so watch for that. It could take about 30 days to fully get the effects. There's medications you gotta make sure to avoid, ones that are similar. I will have everything in the description box below for you guys. Side effects will be unusual thoughts or behavior, lightheaded feeling like you might pass out, chest pain, pressure, pain spreading to your jaw or shoulder, nausea, sweating, pounding heartbeat or flaring in your chest, confusion, hallucinations, seizures, painful or difficult urinating, severe constipation. So watch that because I know some of you have a hard time with that already. Easy bruising, unusual bleeding, sudden weakness or ill feeling, fever, chills, sore throat, mouth sores, trouble swallowing, which that's already scary for those with MS and some with fibro, especially when it comes to feeling dizzy and nauseous. Appetite or weight changes, urinating less than usual, itching, rash, which that can be more irritating because again, a lot with fibro deal with that. I'll have a video on that soon. Breast swelling. Shouldn't be laughing. I just thought it was funny. Decreased sex drive, impotence, or difficulty having an orgasm. Other drugs that can affect it. Heart rhythm medicine to treat mental illness. Some of you that have been around for a while, you know I love to use drugs.com for their information. So like I said, everything will be down below. Please share your experience down below. And let others know what it was like or how's it helped you or has it hurt you. Anything that might help someone else that's just starting it or something they should know. I'd really appreciate that, you guys. When you are sharing what you know or what you've gone through, it helps so much, believe me. If you're new here, love for you to subscribe and join our Spoonie fam. And I hope you're doing all right. If not, hang in there. And I will see you in the next video. All right, love yous.